Hi, Jim Romer, Dr. Weather. We're turning the corner in many commodities right now with the dollar weakening, but also deforestation in the Amazon and a severe drought affecting soft commodities. In addition, La Nina may be forming finally. Remember back in June and July, I was disagreeing with all meteorologists about La Nina forming during the summer and predicted $10 beans and sub $4 corn back in June and early July on excellent rains, second guessing computer models. But now we are seeing signs La Nina is actually forming. Look at the dryness there in left in red and yellow, developing in the eastern corn belt and southern plains. Won't affect the corn and soybean crop that much, but demand is picking up right now. The southern plains needs rain. If you look to the right, we are seeing cooling developing now further west into the central Pacific there on the bottom of your screen. The SOI index, a measure of the sea surface temperatures between Australia and Tahiti, has been going more positive. So that is a sign that La Nina is actually forming and could have longer term bullish implications for the grain market. After my bearish attitude all summer long, though we do have harvest pressure ahead of us, it's going to be a very exciting winter season and in South America. We'll talk about that here in a second. So there are some crop areas around the world that are seeing dryness in red over the last 2 months, though. Big time rains are expected for Australia next week. But some of the southern plains, wheat areas, and also Ukraine need to get rain in the next month or so here for planting. And with La Nina actually beginning to form right now, this potentially portends well for a demand for wheat and potentially a bull market. If these areas in the plains in Russia and Ukraine don't get rain going into the fall and winter. So what else is going on right now? Well, the big news, of course, is this incredible drought in northern Brazil, the worst really since 1985. Incredible deforestation going on down there. What I believe certainly is climate change, record warm oceans, unbelievable. And the big market right now that's really paying attention to this is coffee. We've seen my weather spider that's used by traders and farmers and producers all over the world for all agricultural commodities and natural gas in the bullish category the last 3 weeks. My clients in Weather Wealth hopefully are making a pretty good hit right now. We have a variety of option and future strategies in everything from grains to natural gas to coffee, you name it. And basically, these spiders, based upon the score being very bullish or slightly bullish or bearish, we recommend various option strategies or futures or spreads, things like that, depending on these spiders. My spider for soybeans and corn was a -9 all summer, is much more neutral right now, but is actually bullish wheat. Subscribe to a 2-week free trial period to Weather Wealth. I'll tell you how to trade the wheat market here and the grains over the next few months as we get into the heart of the South American season. As a matter of fact, my weather program now that helped me second guess models for the grain belt this past summer and excellent crop yields I predicted again back in June and July is predicting this drought to continue through October. That's going to be affecting sugar, possibly orange juice. The coffee market could go to $3 and soybean planting will be affected. That could cause a bull market later on this year or in 2025 based upon these different teleconnections. I look at sea ice, I look at the warming oceans, I look at what's going on with 20,000 feet up in the atmosphere, thousands of miles away. This helps me second guess standard GFS and also European models. So in coffee right now, any hint of rain, like some models were predicting a few days ago there in blue, above normal rainfall in northern Brazil, could send this market in a tailspin. But I've been disagreeing with these models and predicting that with La Nina developing and also deforestation, that will go possibly a lot higher in coffee here in the weeks to come. Any slight change in the forecast, I tell my Weather Wealth clients immediately. One trade alone pays for my newsletter for 4 or 5 years. Look at the big spec position in coffee right now. That's the only concern, but commercials may begin to panic as we get deeper into um, the end of the year if there's not rain in northern Brazil. What about my winter forecast for natural gas? So natural gas prices are rallying right now in an oversold situation, lower rig counts. Um, Less production, a lot of producers cutting back right now, but based upon the positive NAO index, a cool block that existed across much of Greenland this summer, if you look at just that and La Nina forming and all this record warm oceans around the world. Look at my forecast for November, December there on the left. Warmer than normal winter. So even though we may rally natural gas for a while, the longer term outlook once again could be bearish natural gas. I'll have strategies for all my clients over the next few months. It could be both some of these soft commodities on this incredible drought going on in northern Brazil. And for the grain market, mixed fundamentals right now with harvest pressure still around. We got the USDA report out of the way, but potential bull market does exist later this year in 2025 for grains after my bearish attitude most of the last year. Once again, subscribe to Weather Wealth and take advantage of my services and how I help farmers and traders all over the world and second guess computer models. Enjoy.